Porter in at the shooting guard position. And for Chicago, Markkanen and Carter are up front. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. And it's Junior in at the point guard. Greg, too early to start talking about MVP for this year? We're mid-season.
You know, we've gotten to a point now where we start talking MVP at the start of the season. You know,
yeah, right.
People just love to talk sports at this point, especially when it comes to the most prestigious individual awards out there. I think you can make a case and sway some opinions with your play this time of year, but I like to let it all play out before I start focusing on that.
Things can change in a hurry, can't they, in a season?
Yes, they can.
Like you say, let it play out. And here's Gallinari. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Shot clock at 2. Now, Junior. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
I had a chance to catch up with Lloyd Pierce. He said the big thing is we cannot play hero ball. We've got to be unselfish and trust our offense. We'll see if they can turn the tables around and even up this season series, Kevin. Back to you.
We appreciate that, David. Thanks. Yeah, that defense, something to be reckoned with. Greg, we'll see how it plays out.
Well, it's important to be patient. The other team's going to take certain things away. Just keep probing, trying to find that.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, play your game. Stick to what you do well. You don't try to force things. You know, you try to force them to adjust to what you're doing.
Markkanen against Collins. Here's Junior, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Executing the plan here early. Still haven't missed a shot.
Rondo with the ball. He had 10 points in the win against the Heat in Miami.
It was never all about himself. He came away with a lot of assists in that game and just kind of kept everybody in the mix.
And now, Wendell Carter, a great young prospect for the Bulls. Kevin, he's seen steady improvement so far. They believe he'll be a factor.
Oh, what a beautiful point.
What intensity. Did you see that? Great.
And how about that level of creativity Junior brings to his dunks? It's fun watching him sky up and throw it down.
Now here's Rondo. To the inside. And finished off by Collins.
He is a fantastic athlete for a power forward. Whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for it with hops.
Here's Junior. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Taking this defense to task so far. No misses in their first 5 attempts.
And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Hawks. 6-point game. And the pass to Herter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. This is his first trip to the line tonight. The first free throw is good. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Young's checked in for Carter. Williams comes in for Lauri Markkanen. Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. And it's White in for Levine. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Bruno Fernando's checked in for Clint Capella. Okongwu comes in for John Collins. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Gallinari. And it's done in for Rajon Rondo.
There's no shortage of grip to Junior's game. He gets his elbows dirty. He'll come right at you and force you into mistakes.
Bulls shooting their first free throws here for the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Hawks making a change here. Reddish is checked in. And both free throws good for Junior.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
Pass to Okongwu. 1:53 left to play in the first quarter. Hunter kicks to Dunn. Shoots a 3. And it's White with the rebound. Chicago leading by 6. Here's Junior. And Junior throws it down.
And because of Junior's confidence and his composure, he has the ability to go on scoring runs like this.
Dunn looking over the floor. He's off on that one. Good D by Williams. The Bulls have gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. And stolen by Okongwu. Here's Dunn. Williams with the block. But they get it back. Here's Okongwu. Atlanta again missing. Last game for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Raptors. Here's Junior, and Junior throws it down.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
They decided to pound the ball inside, using their physicality to set the tone.
There's 42 seconds left to play in the first. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Young with the steal. One-on-one fast break. Here's Junior, banked in off the glass. Junior's got 18 points in the game.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Out to White. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Junior. Gets it to fall from the right block.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor. Just in total control so far.
Junior, he is feeling it tonight and has been the driving force, guys, for the Chicago Bulls. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more. Right back after this break. Ends up going with the new group. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
On the court for Atlanta, Clint Capella is out there with John Collins. Then there's Gallinari, and it's Rajon Rondo, and it's Herter in at the 2. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Raptors, put on a show. He finished with 32 points and played tremendous defense as well, really causing havoc on both ends of the floor. And he made it look so easy out there. Everything seemingly came to him effortlessly. Let's see if he has a similar outcome tonight. Kevin?
David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
It's all about getting into a comfort zone early. When he does that, he can be very difficult to contain the rest of the way.
Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for the Bulls. Both shots good from the stripe. And it's been said that history is written by the victor. Certainly holds true in sports, don't you think, Greg? And with that in mind, do you think titles are overvalued when evaluating the great players, individual players in history?
You know, Kevin, I think so. Having said that, I think championships do matter, obviously, and in the NBA, in basketball in general, one guy can have more impact, right? Because you only play 5 and you play both ways. So it does have something to say, but I don't think that completes the narrative. You know, there's some tremendously talented guys, Karl Malone, Elgin Baylor, Patrick Ewing, Allen Iverson, a lot of greats who never won it. It's easy to count those rings. The measuring greatness has to take in the whole picture.
Hall of Famers, all of them. 50 seconds left now here in the second. Rondo passes to Capella. Bobbed up there for Collins.
Well, nice to see Capella find the open teammate as he continues to develop his ability to create for others.
Chicago leading by 11. Here's Junior. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
So for the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Reddish comes in for Kevin Huerter, and Chris Dunn subbed in for Rajon Rondo.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line. Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
The Hawks have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. First one falls for him. Bulls making a switch here. Young's checked in. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
That's a heady play by Junior. Run. I mean, it leads to easy hoops.
The Hawks trail by 15. 19 seconds left to play here in the half. Passes it to Okongwu. And they're running. The shot by Valentine, no good.
The D making that layup look very uncomfortable for him. Good aggressive work down low.
And Reddish with the slam.
What unselfishness from the young guard, Dunn. He's making more of an effort to distribute the ball.
That'll do it for the first half. Bulls lead by 13. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Junior in this one, he's been everywhere.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Yeah, I mean, showing that tenacity both mentally and physically.
Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. Zach LaVine is out there with Junior, and it's Carter in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Collins comes over with the double team. LaVine wide open, drains it from beyond the arc. LaVine's got 8.
Solid at realizing when to take these shots. LaVine's eyes light up. His passes are coming his way.
Rondo passes to Huerter. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
The Hawks have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
Chicago leading by 11. Here's Junior, and Junior throws it down.
Ooh, aggressive finish right at the rim. Junior's only thinking one thing when he gets it in tight. Go up strong.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. And the foul called on Junior. That's his first foul. So for the Bulls, Williams, he's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. Satoransky comes in for Zach LaVine, and it's one. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
We've got 1:18 left in the third quarter of the game. And stolen by Valentine.
Look, he was laying in wait for that pass. I mean, lured him into his trap.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Here's Reddish. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 3 assists in the game. Now, here's Junior. Dunn covering. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Nice work at the line so far, going 5 for 5. Free throw good, Junior.
What I love about Junior, he's got grit and tenacity. He's always looking for ways to improve.
And both free throws good for Junior. 51 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Dunn. Outside Collins. Pass to Gallinari. Shot clock at 6. Goes back up. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
They've cashed in on a lot of second chance opportunities here in the second half. That extra effort will help them cut into this deficit.
The Hawks have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game.
And when Gallinari is healthy, he's such an effective player. I mean, a skilled shooter who really helps to space the floor for his team.
Here's Junior. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Collins. Great shooting for him at the foul line tonight, 7 of 7.
And how about the job he's done at the free throw line?
Free throw good, Junior. And both free throws good for Junior. The Hawks trail by 17. Dunn dishes to Okongwu. Chicago grabs the miss.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Junior, and Junior throws it down.
Like the vision from Porter, not just looking for his own shot, constantly looking to get it to the open man.
And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's Chicago up 19 from the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on a platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. Rajon Rondo is out there with Dunn. Then it's Okongwu, then it's Collins, and it's Gallinari in at the 3. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does.
Well, look, if you're out there with Rondo, you find some open space, and he's going to find you.
Here's Junior. That one off the back iron and out.
You expect him to make those. They've got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
Dunn against Young. Dunn kicks to Rondo. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Stolen by Collins. And here's the fast break. Dunn leading the way. And that one drops.
Great instincts on the break. Dunn seems to have a knack for running the right route.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, I like the chess match that's going on here. Each team trying to find and exploit the favorable matchup on.
.144 left in the game. Hunter with it, now guarded by Porter. And here is Dunn. Greg, after we saw top prospects like LaMelo Ball and R.J. Hampton playing a year in Australia, the NBA G League sweetened the deal to attract those blue chippers to this G League, which I think is a very interesting topic and a very interesting way to go.
It is. You know, I think the salaries now could exceed $500,000, not to mention the endorsement deals, and they're on a single team that's built around their needs. Certainly an enticing option for those who want to skip the college route.
Does this affect colleges, in your opinion, in their recruiting?
Not at all. You're going to love your school no matter who plays for them, especially if you're winning.
And the first one drops. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Carter. Noah Vonleh comes in for Markkanen. Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for Porter. And Satoransky subbed in for Levine. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Bruno Fernando's checked in for Clint Capella. Hill comes in for John Collins. Tony Snell's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. And Goodwin subbed in for Chris Dunn. And it's Goodwin with the ball for Atlanta. Right side Hill. He dishes it to Goodwin. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. 6 to shoot. Here's Snell. Three-pointer. Vonleh with the rebound. Chicago with the ball. Earlier they held a 23-point lead. And there it is for them.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
You know they are, sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play it smart.
Back to Satoransky. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that about wraps it up for Chris Webber.